Stream of Consciousness for Peter Christopher. The canoeist took the rider up against the flow, then back down the drought-shrunken river. They went for the silence, at least in part, and broke it with words. The canoeist said he'd thought of writing about these trips, about the river as metaphor, how sometimes the deadfalls block our way, or the current works against us, or how at times we coast without effort. Of course, he said, it's been done. But the writer replied, not by you, and told how the writer pushes off from the shore and rides the story, only to be surprised by its turns. They met the stares of two stout men drinking in a rowboat, coming the other way, a big pit bulldog standing in the prow. Then, out of earshot, the writer inquired, "Does this ever seem a little scary to you?" The canoeist nodded. He told of how he'd taken family and friends one at a time into streams canopied in green and cypress forests with floors like glass, how the breeze and overhanging limbs had soothed his wife almost to sleep, how he and his son had startled a white-tailed deer come to drink, how he and friends spied egrets, herons, hawks, and turtles. Now, here I am talking about then and scaring them all away. The writer remarked, as they rounded another bend in the willow-shaded way, that he wished he'd brought a camera. The water, red with tannic acid, flowed golden over the white sand bottom where fish scurried to hide behind sunken logs. The river looked, he said, like an old-fashioned sepia-toned photo, a picture he wanted to keep. They'd left behind the graffiti-scrawled bridge where the car was parked, where bottles and cans and cigarette butts and broken plastic fishing bobbers littered the ground. They changed for a few hours, both this world and the one they'd come from, pushing oars through water and words through air. The stream a story they wrote around themselves, hoping for resolution, but really not knowing where it would take them.